let me pull out my hat. Oh, I don't give a goddamn. And why? Because I appreciate people sharing with me their concerns and their feelings. Right? But when do we grow up? Something happened 30, 40, 50 years ago. When do you say, okay, that's enough, it's a new day, and nobody's saying get over it. But when do you realize that maybe it was you? Okay? Say you buy a car and it was hard for you to get the car, and finally you get the car, and maybe they're letting you test drive it for a few days. So you got it, you're excited, and maybe you don't feel comfortable because of events prior to. So you're doing what you know, because maybe nobody prepared you. Maybe you don't feel prepared. Maybe you feel like you're not equipped. Like maybe the tires are low or something strange, about maybe one of your experiences. Maybe you're not comfortable with, the situation of how you got the car. Or, I had somebody who had a car and the tire came off. Like, just fell off. Like, well, who does that, right? So maybe you're not comfortable, but you're going to get back out there and drive. You are. You should. So just say, get this opportunity, and you all in it to win it. You're excited. But then, because of you having the prior tire popping and all that, you don't feel so comfortable. You're not very confident about this. You got some hesitations about this thing. You like, I don't know. I don't feel secure in this thing. I don't know. But you got to get back out there, right? So you're like, I know I got to get back out there, but I don't feel equipped. The tire popped off. My last car was too old for me to really enjoy. Hello, Jose. How are you? Hola. Please subscribe, and only so you can follow my healing journeys, okay, or helping others heal. And so maybe you don't feel so great about getting out there doing it. Are you going to the house? You going to the bank? What are we doing? Because it's 11:13. Which one?
Oh, I see you go.
You go to the bank? What you doing?
Yeah, let's go to the bank.
Dollar store? Okay, bank. Where's PNC? And I'm going to turn this out. So you may feel like you're inadequate in driving, or maybe you're not equipped and you're nervous. You got this new car, you test drive it for a few days, and you really want to keep the car, but you're not confident because of maybe an experience.
Get your gas.
So we can't do that. We both gonna be pushing this car on this Saturday.
It's trying to rain too. I'm gonna put up the sign. Handicap.
Please pick me up. Hitchhike. But right, please. But so you don't feel confident. You don't feel like you're equipped to really have this car this time. But you're trying, y'all, right? You're trying. Because you want this car. You need this car. You don't feel like you're gonna get a lot more opportunities. So you do everything possible. You're nervous a little bit. You don't want anything to mess this up. So now, because of your insecurity, you're absolutely not like feeling anybody getting in your car. You're not feeling anybody, hitting the car or looking at the car or knowing that you're even trying to get this car. You just want to get it and mind your business, and just enjoy it. You don't feel like somebody's saying or doing something wrong that could destroy that, the deal or anything. Like me now, I'm trying to do so many things and there's so many obstacles. If people know what I'm trying to do, it's like people go ahead of me and go, oh, let's screw it up. She screwed up. And it's like, when do you actually just become confident enough to understand that there are people with no credit? There are people with no experience driving. There are people with no cosigner and they're still driving. It's okay. Same with relationships. I know sometimes we're vulnerable. We feel like we're unequipped or that we don't have the tools or the things that we need to really make this happen. And we don't want anybody to mess it up. And that's okay. You know, you're entitled to think that maybe somebody can mess this up. I need to protect it. Okay, we get it. But when do you actually realize that if a person decided not to be with you, they're the loser, not the person that you think did it? When do you grow up and understand that you are everything you need to be? Most men, all they need is a job and a place to stay. You gonna have women. That's it. I mean, again, there's this preacher, Nick Savegic. This man ain't got no arms, no legs, nothing. He got a baby now, 2 babies, 3 babies. He's married and he's a preacher. So trust me, if you got all of that, all you need is a job in the car, and you gonna most likely meet somebody. Calm down, okay? You got parts that work and that are available, and you up here acting like you're not enough. All you need is God, okay, and gratefulness, and you will attract the sweetest people. And it don't matter who try. Again, what I look like sitting up here crying about some dude that chose some trash over me. Probably all it was, because I'm great. I don't care. I'm talking. That's it. I'm just talking. Oh, you talking about the light? I don't know. I'm just sitting here waiting to look at it. It's about to change it. My throat is thick, y'all. I'm sorry. But yeah, if you're looking for a relationship, trust God. You ain't got to worry about these people outside. People throwing people in your life and then snatching the back like the dummy that agreed to that is dumb, and the people that agreed to even put that together is stupid. Let God play with these people. You got stuff to do. Okay, you had fun. You thought you had time to waste. Okay, that was funny. Tis. A T, and keep it moving down the road. Okay, keep on easing on down the road. It gets better. Don't worry about these folks that's still stuck at 1952. They weren't even born yet. And they still, back when it was slave days, we had to take off your robe, shut up, dry your face, put some olive oil on it, and get out here and shuck the corn. I don't know what to tell you. Get on. Be great. Okay, that's it. Just be great. Don't worry about who don't want you to be great. God said you was great. Go be that. Go be that. Stop worrying about people that you think did something to you that didn't do nothing. Most times these people that left you weren't worthy of you anyway. So if they walked away, you need to be thanking God. Because what I saw was half y'all had some crackheads. I don't know what you was excited about. God bless y'all ministry. But anyway, till next time. Jesus. I ain't lying. That's why I ain't tripping. God, like, girl, I got you. Somebody finna meet Jesus. They gonna keep riding around trying to follow you, listen to these people. And I'm gonna run up. They gonna meet me. You looking for me? I'm trying to tell you, they gonna meet them. And that's why I'm steady moving. Look at security right there. I'm steady moving.
Throw them Houston and try like you've been there.
Huh?
They say throw them Houston like you've been there.
I ain't think about these bums out here. Did you hear him say they sending fools in to mess with me? I ain't talking about his friends. You ain't listening. I'm waiting on my trillionaire. You don't listen. Trillionaire him up.
Look,
I don't care if he say okay. I'm gonna be like, just don't touch me. Y'all don't listen. Y'all not listening to me. I don't care what's going on outside. Leave me behind alone. I don't care what y'all do. On no side of the world. I just want me and mine to be fine. Okay? I'm over it. I can't say the word. I ain't gonna try. I can say me and mine. Hopefully. Yeah. That's all I'm responsible for. Crazy people out here. They want to be stupid. So congratulations. So you and God. Now what's wrong with you said?
And they got the 149 pop. Get the orange pop. 2 liter. And nothing, just give me a cold
And
Pepsi.
what else?
That's it.
All right. We're gonna go to the dollar store. What is you doing? They got cold pops. You want one out of here? For $1.49? Huh?
Oh,
You
okay.
trying to get it? We going to the dollar store down the street.
Okay.
You want me to go right here? I just started now.
You got your gas?
Huh?
You got your gas?
Oh, I forgot about it.
Use your car.
I ain't say I didn't have it. I said I forgot about it. I ain't saying how to pay for it. I be out here by myself all day. Mommy.
That woman said something so simple. And I don't know why you tried to argue with her.
You saw me grab them back to get on the street. I ain't finna do Okay, see you later, honey.
That's what I said.
Well, I thought I had to drive home. What's $3.49? $3.79.
Huh?
I get $2 worth of gas.
It's 370.
$3.79. I could went down the street for that.
I know, right? Oh, Lord have mercy.
Probably not gonna find it cheaper nowhere else. This is garbage. Ooh. Yep.
Did you get it?
Hello, 10.
Oh.
Oh, 20. $10.
Finish.
Yeah.
That's fast.
So I was irritating little boy's spirit. Because again, I'm trying to figure out, if you know you like all these women and y'all don't plan to stop, why would you mix me up in this BS? What you doing? So he would assume I was tearing up his car because he's trying to figure out who would be tearing up my car. So he figured, oh, gotta be you. Okay, so every car I get, he'd be tearing it up. I don't know if they did this one, but every car, the front end be looking crazy. This one looks crazy. Like somebody spray painted the front a little bit, just a little spray paint. Maybe hairspray, hair color. And can't get it off, paint off without tearing up the car, right? Or scrubbing it. And if you scrub and paint it. And then, like, the whole bumper start hanging down. It's hanging. They said I did. I was like, when I picked it up, it was like that. What do you mean? As soon as I looked, it was like that. So I don't know if somebody did it, because they do it when you first get it, because they're stupid. I don't know what psycho or patient want to tell other people's property, but it's a camera, and I guess they're trying to figure out who did it. I don't know. I told them that they had to give it to me that way, as far as I know. I don't remember it being hung down when I picked it up. I didn't really walk through it either. She probably just gave it to me. Whoever had it before me probably knocked it down. I don't know. But that's the signature of him and his retarded folks. Because when I got that Lexus truck, spray paint was on the front end. It was a little bit, just stupid stuff. Like, oh, you think you gonna be? It's none of your business what I drive. And that's why God finna sit some folk down. It ain't your business where I live and what me and my children do. Okay, how you tried to snatch them from me? I dedicated them to God. So now, your battle is with the Lord. Congratulations. Don't ask me no questions. When stuff start happening, you don't understand. Because that ain't funny. You up here playing with people's kids. And I told him, somebody don't like his kids. Somebody don't like these people's kids. Whoever up here teaming up on me, somebody don't like your kids. Okay? So while you up and worrying about mine and you not watching yours for real, okay, one trying to be a basketball player or something. They really think this kid gonna get it. Somebody don't want your child to be a basketball player, and I said that. So they figure, well, what you think y'all? Oh, what you want? You can say bad things about them if you want, but God will get fixed up. That's between you and God. See, I know this battle is not mine, and I'm not getting involved. I'm gonna keep doing what I do. When I see you on the news, just remember what I told you. You ain't too old, you ain't too black and dark, you ain't too light and pretty. Okay? You ain't too white, blue-eyed, blonde-haired to play with God and get boxed up. I'm just saying. Y'all think y'all slicker than Rick. No, ain't no God. You may not believe in it. Oh, we always do this. We get away with it. You shut up. You know what you're talking about. Oh, so the devil gave you an assignment and you think you're going to get an A. You might. But in God, you get an F. In fact, you get an F. You in trouble. Y'all don't listen. I ain't tripping on nothing out here. Nothing. This is God up here on some people's life. Yes, this is the mall. I came to the side. This ain't gonna deal with that lie. And them folks, they play too much. See, this is a club that Donnell and them probably was going to. This club back there, they shut it down. Because you know what them hood niggas like to do? Come up here, get drunk, and fight. Because he effing on everybody. Stupid. Yeah, it was a big fight up here. And I'm telling you, they got so many people that be in their little circles and doing stupid stuff because they stealing people's identities and kids. So they come and get together, they'll start a fight, somebody will get hurt or shot or something stupid. They don't care where it's at because they mom and stuff. And I told them, I said, you know what? I'm so tired of looking at y'all timeline because all I see is funerals. You know why? Because y'all reckless. You don't think about nobody but yourself. You don't think about nobody. Yeah, it's folks online in real life that's sitting up here playing with your real life outside. They have jumped off the internet, millionaires, possibly billionaires. We ain't call no names, don't assume this is you. But they didn't want you to have a husband. They didn't want you to have your kids. They thought it was funny to come into your life off the internet and cause a lot of havoc. These are the people y'all see scrambling up here. These are the people that was trying to sex traffic your kids and trying to sell your kids to those parties. And God said, you got the right one this time. Y'all finna go to jail and hell. And again, they may not see jail time. They may not live long enough to do it. These people are suicidal, aren't they? I didn't want it. I told everybody to sit down and leave me and my kids alone. Oh, no, they thought they were bad. Put a hit out. They did. I heard about it. And this is not a game. What they did, I don't know if my kids are dead or alive. But I'm keep going. They think it's a game playing with people. And my kids, because of the way they did this, it was so many people involved in stalking and playing mind games and stuff like that, that it will be undetected and people were just supposed to go crazy. And like I said, if they want you crazy, then you sing. They want you to lose, then you winning. They want you homeless, then you're about to buy a plethora of properties that serve businesses and society. You got all kinds of inventions and ideas that are great that they did not want you to realize that you'd already created at age 14 that God will bring to pass. They might not be allowed to see it, so don't worry about it. Some of y'all might not be allowed. So they'll be like, oh, my dead body. Well, you said it. God or honored it. Yes. I'm looking at this girl right now that reminds me of my daughter. Because I don't know what state my daughter's in. Are they dead or alive? But thanks to these heathens, that's okay. Because God said, when you open that door, I'm going to bring you more than what you bargained for. Yes, he did. I was just telling my mother. People thinking they're getting an A serving the devil. But they got an F in God. And God going to F them up. It's what it is. I know y'all don't like that bad news. But when you bother people that ain't bothering you, they're really not. And you just think because you have cotton and linen, and you wear pretty clothes, cotton and linen. I mean, it's other things, but it's plants. And you paying all that money for it, trying to be cute, and still ugly on the inside. Like I said, people look so good on the outside, and they're like little gremlins on the inside. They're like little leprechauns. They're ugly. They're ugly, greedy little people. And they're human. And I get it. But God is not understanding the depths of what people have done trying to kill people's kids and sell them because they're ugly. And paying people with mental problems in cities and in governments to take contracts and follow somebody's lead because they mad. They don't like you. They jealous because they ugly. In their own eyes. Again, when do you grow up? When do you realize if somebody leaves you, they're the loser, not you? When do you realize that you're not the reason why somebody didn't take care of you or do things they should have done? The person that you're blaming for somebody walking away wasn't worth your time. When do you realize that? And then you up here, well, I have I got this and I got that wrong and that and this and that's why. And when do you realize there are people without those things? There are people without limbs. There are people without life. And here you are, still able-bodied. And again, for men, all you need is a job, a car, and a place to stay. And you're going to find women. You're going to find a wife. Those are the three things you need. And a bit of a personality. You're, hey, babe, hey, love, bringing her flowers and really appreciating her. But she doing dishes, you right there helping her and putting some away. It's very simple. When you see women doing dishes, all you got to do is walk up and grab the dry towel and put them away. Or if she's rinsing them off to put in the washer, you load it up. You got you some sex that night. Stop playing. It's so easy to just be nice. When you're out at Jewel and you're grocery shopping, pick up her some flowers. If she shops with you, if you're at Jewel, you're going to find the flower shop. If you're driving up down the street, there are people selling flowers on the street. Okay. It should not have to be a holiday for you to go and do something nice for this lady. As women, I'm not going to put value on our body parts, but all we have are our essence from the earth. We have the ability to multiply. Not just people, not just dittos, duplicate copies of somebody. We literally have the ability, or several people in some cases, I'm just saying, we literally have the ability to multiply money. God gave us that ability, whether we're negative or we're positive. We have the ability to get wealth to help the man. If you're giving me all the money, I'm going to go out trying to find how we can start a t-shirt business, a billionaire or more business, some type of business. I have a whole community in mind for people with disabilities. Now, I know somebody going to steal it. I think I called it Motor World, where this entire community is where these people can literally just go to their grocery store, go to their favorite places, but it's all in one place where they can literally just come out of their house on their motor things and literally get into a little car that's designated for wheelchairs. What I don't like is these old models of the chairs. I'm really diligently trying to see how, like, if it's raining and you're in your chair, how are you in the snow pushing this thing with your hands? That's so old and outdated. And I think everybody should have a motorized chair, regardless. Like, some people can't use their hands well. Some people can use their hands well. You should not be rolling those wheels with your hand. That is so old. It's cold outside. It's raining. And all these people don't have on gloves. And they're getting wet. The snow is falling on them. They have no protection. I mean, we don't need it, but at least we can walk around. They're in a chair. Don't nobody care. They're in a chair. They should not be susceptible. They didn't ask to be in that chair, most likely. Most of them. I don't know. Maybe they're just playing Scarface out here. But it's sad that they're in this chair so vulnerable to the elements. So I was trying to think of motorized ways where they can get around without being exposed to the rain and the snow and harsh winds. Man. Ooh, Lord. So I thought of a whole community that could be in warm places where they can get on their own planes. They can have their own amusement parks. They can have their own shopping places. Their houses are built just for motorized vehicles, where when they come out, it's just a straight shoot. They're straight out their house. It ain't no, you got to go up the stairs and you got to have that, you can't live in this type of building because it got stairs and you got to install a motor. Oh, so I'm telling you, this old model is hard. Like, you could like a house, but you can't have it because it got stairs and they have wheelchairs now that can climb stairs. Oh, boo. These people need their own community where it's easy for them to prosper and still have their families. Again, there's people out here in wheelchairs that got whole families. Why do these little cars only have one car and the woman has to drive? Like, it's not, they're trying to make it where it's, I've seen a truck driver with his wheelchair. I do tricks and everything. This man pops that, hops in his van and his big rig, his 18-wheeler. He grabs his chair, swings it in, folds it up somehow, throws it on the side, and he drives. He be trucking, literally. And then when he gets out, he'll swing that chair back down and out, and he'll hop in it. I still don't like that old-ass model. It's got to be a more updated model. And I'm working on something else, too. I'm an inventor by heart. I just don't have the resources to get to people that can help me put this stuff into fruition. And plus, people are stealing my ideas. And I care less it has to come out, whether I'm dead or alive. God just wants this stuff to get out here for the convenience of people. He don't care who bring it. People steal. It's still God's idea. And I remember even back in the day, there was a guy that they were playing around with mints and gum, which is horse stuff. It's from a horse, generally was. It's like a paste that they pull from horses or something. Anyway, glue, sticky stuff. They've changed since then. It's still all God's property. Anyway, we're just resourcing it. But gum, they were playing with the flavors of mint and spearmint and all that. And this one man had something that was horrible, but it was gummy, but it was more like just something to bite on. And so he kept playing with it. And there's another guy that was doing this too, but the other guy stole it in a sense. Somehow they stole it and marketed it quicker and put it in different places. And really, boy, that was a great idea. But it wasn't his idea to grab like that. So he kind of took credit for it. But if you read about the story, see, I do that. I don't know what drives me to find these stories, but I find them. And I love them because it teaches you history of how people steal stuff and go and jump and act like it's theirs. But history tells the story that it was somebody else's idea. and that they should get the credit, although the other person may have prospered. You dumbass. Stealing. I mean, they're great ideas. Somebody had to do it. So it made those people more profitable, but now they're out of business. And it was a great idea what they did, y'all. Yeah, it was a great idea. It was great. It was right on time. It was all that it should have been. Mm-hmm. Yep, it was. It was all that it should have been. It was. But the other group got the credit. So let me tell you who these people were. So this is the story about Wrigley. Come, I believe. Wrigley was in competition. Well, Wrigley was just doing his thing, him and his dad. Or it was a competitor that was trying to compete with them. Look up the Wrigley story. So they were trying to get a tasty flavor. They had tried different things to flavor up the gum, and nothing really worked. So eventually he was somewhere and he was talking to somebody, like I do, talk a lot, I listen a lot, and heard the story. I mean, the challenges of something. And then another man stepped in with his son that was trying to do something similar. And they tried to take the idea, but they didn't know what was what. And plus, Wrigley was doing something a little different because his father was in the business, but they were only, he was in the soap business. Okay, you have to look it up. But long story short, Wrigley's gum became great, but the other company was trying to jump ahead of them, and they started something great. They did. They started something really great. But it didn't prosper. The idea that they put out was great, but their product faded. You don't even see them anymore. It kind of went crazy because it wasn't their idea. They lived a long time. They jumped out in front of these people and did something that made their product even greater or more visible, but they didn't have the golden ticket. The other company did. So they're still here. I mean, it went out for a while, but guess what? They now have the Wrigley Field. The name lives on. They now still have products. I hate people that's spitting in public. I mean, I know it's normal. If you got to get something out, you got to get something out. But I believe that the reason why people, hello everybody, spit is because they are dehydrated. That's what I heard. Drink more water. I get sick of people spitting. That's disgusting. Especially when it's thick and gummy. Right now, I get a lot of phlegm and thickness in my throat. Screw that. Hot stuff don't always get it out. But I don't like to spit, but I have to. But just, that's disgusting. You just, people walking and you just spit in a direction. Anyway, may the Lord bless you, keep you. That's my story. I'm sticking to it. Is these my people? I got a lot more to say, but be healed, okay? If somebody didn't take you seriously and they thought something was better and they left you, boo-hoo, tis, I'm sorry. Especially if you're blaming me. But apparently to me, they were not worth your time and energy, and you should not have felt that you were not good enough and that this was your only opportunity and you had to cry because maybe something didn't work out. Let me tell you something. I'll say it again. There's a man right now that's a preacher. This man doesn't have arms and legs. He has a whole family. You got all your stuff. And you mad because one person said, And two, for your information, there were people that were paid to come into our lives and get us hooked on drugs, get us sick, to walk away. They were paid to come in and walk away from you. They were paid to do that. So nothing that I would have done would have actually had them do that. They just wanted you to blame me because that's what people have been doing for years. So you're still sitting up here mad at that event or those events. And it's like people are going on with their lives and you're still stuck on that. And it's like, can you go ahead and take your able-bodied somewhere and just keep a job in an apartment and make it comfortable for a family and watch yourself win? There's nothing wrong with you. And then it was saying because I didn't have the right outfits and, my hair wasn't cut. Why are you trying to date in high school anyway? I'm telling you, this is not a good time for you guys to have all these vulnerabilities and these insecurities and be trying to mate with somebody. You have to have security in order to be a good husband, a good boyfriend. You cannot be out here talking about I didn't have the right clothes and I was trying so hard to be like. No, it sounds like you needed a job and you need to go get you some clothes for yourself as a man or a young boy. And you needed to forgive your mom for doing what she knew was best. That's what she thought. That's how she felt. And you need to forgive your siblings for not understanding your insecurities. We don't read freaking minds. And you're still mad about this shit? What was this, 40 years ago? 35 years ago? I'm so sick of these people. I had so much to happen to me, even just recently. Where are my damn kids? You think I give a fuck about what happened 40 years? Yeah, but I felt like it was your fault that I didn't get any sex. Oh my God. Is it too late, child? Is it too late? 40 years later, you still ain't figured it out? You still mad? Child, these people are scarred. They don't make no sense. You just wanted me to know. Okay, thank you. I'm so sorry. That person wasn't good enough for you. But anyway, in the meantime, I'm inventing things. If you guys want business ideas and you got the money, talk to me. I got a billion ideas and I'm sure they're worth a lot of money. Okay. I got a billion and I'm sure it's worth a lot of money. Since I can't produce with these numbskulls, I can absolutely team up with you and give you some ideas. Y'all looking for business ideas that are multi-billion-dollar ideas, just need some tweaking? Come talk to me. There you go. So since I can't do it myself, I can't get the funding, I can at least fund y'all. I can fund you with the ideas. Ding, ding, ding. F these folks outside. Y'all looking to make ideas? Like, I'll give you one. I think people that that have wheelchairs, again, we need to advance these chairs. This is disgusting that these people are in these sick model chairs. These people want to be glamorous too. I've seen a motorcycle that's for people with wheelchairs. I've seen scooter style cars, like 3-wheelers for people in wheelchairs. I think they need their own planes. They want to travel and they should be able to get on there just like we do with their chairs, and they should lock in and they should be able to get on and travel. And I'm sure a lot of people do, but where do you put the chair? No, it should be an airplane dedicated to people with disabilities. Why you ain't trying to make them glamorous? These people need homes too. Some of these people are homeless. Some are crazy. They're just out here. They need somewhere to stay. They want to have fun. They need their own amusement parks. I mean, wouldn't that be fun to be able to go to an amusement park with your chair and your family, and it's family oriented? Wouldn't that be nice? And it's for you guys. And it ain't like, oh, the poor people in the chair. No, it's like we need our own gotten stuff. Okay? We need our own amusement parks, our own planes. We have needs, right? We need better chairs. We need gloves for these chairs. We're going to keep the old model. And it shouldn't be expensive. It should not be expensive. We should be handing them chairs out to them folks. Take care of these people. That's crazy. I know she right on time. I like this girl. I don't like this girl. I know. They need their own amusement park, their own planes. They need their own communities where they can live and go to their grocery store in their little medical cars, their own little independent cars that don't have to have street license and all that. They should have their own little motor communities. Child, I'll be back. Huh?
In the business.
Over $125, huh? Some $5